Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Breakthrough Blueprint, where we talk to entrepreneurs about how they became successful today. And I have with me my amazing friend Gustavo, and I'll hand it over to him to introduce himself.
Well, thanks, Mel. It's a pleasure to be here. Thank you for inviting me. But I'm from Brazil. I live in Mexico for 5 years right now. I came here because I used to work in fashion companies, so they hired me here. So that's why I'm here right now.
Okay, great. How did you get started in fashion?
Yeah, I started working for one of the biggest e-commerce in Brazil. It's
Hmm.
a Spanish group called Privalia. So I've been working there for marketing team, logistics, operations, P&L stuff. So then they hired me here in Mexico for another company. Group Waxo is the biggest retail group in Mexico. Then I moved to Salvatore Ferragamo, the luxury brand. I just started the structure of the digital and the business for Latin. So I was head of Latin and part of the steering committee. Almost 2 years ago, I quit my job. I just want to start like something sustainable, ethical, and also profitable. So that's why we create Vesme.
Wow, that's amazing. So, when you decided to leave your job and start this new brand, how did you get the word out? Like, how did you build that brand recognition?
Yeah. Uh, it's been hard because it's very hard to create something from zero here in
Hmm.
Latin. Also, the suppliers are very short. And when we talk about sustainable fabrics and you have a lot of options. So it's been very hard. So we try to get the best business plan possible. We've been working 2 years before to launch the brand, so that's why we planned. And then here we are. We have right now 2 years with the brand. We have our flagship store here in Condesa in Mexico City, and it's been an amazing journey, a lot of learnings, and here we are.
That's amazing. Yeah, you have prime real estate right in the middle of all of the action here. How did you, I guess, decide on that spot?
Yeah, we've been trying to find a good spot that also matches the profile of the customers, traffic, and also we say that we kind of live in a bubble here in Mexico City in some neighborhoods with these kind of profiles. And we are in Condesa. It's one of the most beautiful places in Mexico City. Also, there's a lot of people walking on the street, a lot of people with their bicycles. So we have organic traffic. Also, we want to find good spots for the production. So it's really cool because we have a real concept here. It's not just a store. We say that the last thing we have is like clothing because we have a coffee shop, we have art gallery to support the emergent Mexican artists, and we have the production here. So we have the office, and you can see and you can visit here and have the whole experience. So it's bring us like this whole experience and not just about clothing.
Wow, I didn't know that. I've been meaning to come by. Well, I guess this weekend I'll have to come by on the busiest day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's really cool to see. And also we have a strong community, so people come every week for we have our workspace as well. So it's really cool and also to connect with community. Yeah.
Wow, amazing. That's so awesome. So then what would you say that your business is like half foreigners and half locals, or like what is the distribution there?
Yeah, we have both. It's kind of 60% Mexicans that lives around here, Mexico City. So when we see the Mexican group, we have like 90% in Mexico City and also 10% like all over the Mexico. We have good logistics. Also, we have worldwide shipping. We have a lot of Canadians, Americans, clients, and also here it's a tourist place, so we have a lot of foreigners. So that's why it's a great spot.
Amazing. So can you explain like how each piece is created from where you source the supplies from to how it's made here?
Yeah, sure. We try, it's our DNA to bring sustainable fabrics, but also durable. That's really important because today we have a lot of greenwashing. A lot of companies,
Mhm.
they say, "Oh, it's sustainable, but you wash like one time and that's it, you know. So we try to bring this balance. Also, we have like fabrics from Colombia, from Brazil, from South Korea, from Mexico. So once we have the fabric, we have all the process here. We also about our values is local produce. So we have a lot of people working here. So we cut, we seal here, and also printing. So like the whole chain is in Mexico, and it's really cool to see reflected and also in on the prints and this kind of inspiration in Mexico landscapes as well. So for the creative perspective, you can see a lot of Mexican art here. So yeah, it's really nice to see that.
Wow, that's awesome. So, what are the most sustainable and durable fabrics?
Yeah, this is a really good question. Uh, because sustainable fabrics and also a sustainable business is about decision. So, for example, we don't work with leather, but this is a good example. Like in the market, there's vegan leather that is not so sustainable because there's a lot of chemicals and also the durability is not the best. At the end, it's kind of sustainable and vegan, but it's not the best choice to have for your closet. So yeah, you have to create a good decisions and study a lot about the fabrics. For example, we have organic fabrics here, recycled fabrics. We have recovered materials, but also seeing this part of durable concept. So this is very important. And at the end, we have a lot of different impacts in the fashion industries as we always try to save more water. We always want to reduce the carbon footprint. So we are always trying in making the decision, the calculation, what is the best for the earth.
Interesting. Wow. So, is bamboo one of the fabrics that you guys use?
We never worked with bamboo. It's
Hmm.
a really good fabric, but we have like Pima cotton. It's very similar. We have modal.
Mm-hmm.
We have a different type of fabrics, but yeah, bamboo we don't have right now.
So, when you started the company, did you bootstrap it or do you have investors?
Yeah, both. We tried to bootstrap for a while. Then we tried to bring some friends and family partners. Right now, we don't want to give a lot the equity
Mm-hmm.
to a VC right now because
Mm-hmm.
we are trying to focus on step by step and also bring more consolidation for the company. And also, it's really interesting because in this kind of business, there's a lot of sustainable brands. They fail trying being sustainable and profitable. So we succeed in this equation. So we are sustainable, also exclusive, and we can have like this a profitable operation. So this is really important for us. And also, there's a lot of investors we've been talking. And when you try to scale the company, the business, a lot of people just see the money and they say, oh, let's work with not sustainable fabrics. It's cheaper. We can increase the margin. So for
Mm-hmm.
us, it's really important to keep our values and being profitable and growing like more sustainable.
Interesting. So, what is your approach to marketing?
Yeah, right now we have exclusive production. We try to bring this unique outfit for the customers. Also, bringing this quality of the product. So it's a mix of modern and minimalist style. So we are a quite luxury brand. I can say that. So, and also it's funny because Mexico, it's one of the biggest clients for logomania. So they love like to show things, the brands, so the colors as well. And we work with earth tones. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
the opposite, but at the same time, there's a huge market for that. So we try to bring this type of clients. They want something unique, something different, but with good quality and also minimalism.
Interesting. Yeah, I love that because personally, I don't generally like to wear brand names or like wear logos. I like colors that are just like solid prints that I'm not a walking billboard for other companies. I'd rather just represent myself.
Yeah,
So
that's
that's
true.
awesome that you're doing that. And I know that we discussed earlier you're expanding into sort of like different verticals or working with hospitality businesses. Can you talk more about that?
Yeah. Here we have a space. that we try to build community with and share values. So we have some events here that we connect people, and also we try to bring some art for the company, the environment, sustainable products, and also we have a lot of partnership with some sponsors that have the same values. So we are trying to create this connection here in Mexico, and now also with the foreigners, because right now Mexico City is the place to be. There's a lot of people moving to Mexico, so we can
Hmm.
see people they are trying to connect some way,
Hmm.
uh, and we don't have like a lot of spots that you can talk about and share these kind of different issues and also different subjects about this sustainable business and art themes. So we are trying to create this environment to see people here, and also to make some business, to launch their projects. So it's really cool to support the society here.
Yeah, that's great. I know you threw an event recently. I'm sad I missed it. You was House of Rare one of the sponsors for that event?
Yeah, House of Ware it's one of the best tequilas in Mexico, and also we share the values of handmade products. So this is really
Hmm.
important for us. Like this partnership, we need some connection with the products and other brands. So yeah,
Amazing. And the purpose of that event was just to bring community together and sort of like network.
yeah. The main goal is like to create network with these values, and yeah, it's interesting because at the end, a lot of people stay here and they say, "Oh, I want to be invited for the next one." It's a great courage for the people. So yeah, it's really cool to see like people connecting, and yeah, that's so cool.
Amazing. Yeah. Hopefully I can make the next one. Maybe we can even collaborate on some events because that's definitely something that I'm working on more this year as well.
Yeah, for sure.
So then what are you most excited for either in your personal life or your professional life this year?
Yeah, for professional, we have a lot of new projects coming. So, as we have this art gallery, we try to create a storytelling of the artist, because a lot of galleries we have high commission. So, a lot of we don't feel that we are valuing the artist. So, we try to create the whole space for the artists to bring their community, and also a place that they can show the art. So to see emergent artists connecting, also bringing their communities, really, really, really interesting. And I'm very proud of this project. There's a lot of art in Mexico. Also, we are trying to create some expansion for the stores for Vesme. So we are studying new locations. That's pretty new. And yeah, let's see what's coming next for this part. And for personal life, I'm in this part of the journey as an entrepreneur, that I have to bring more balance to my life. So yeah, I'm trying to keep healthy, eat healthy, exercise, and also I feel like great to connect with people. So Vesme sometimes bring me that. I met you by Vesme, so that's incredible. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what's coming next.
Amazing. Wow, I'm excited for you as well. And maybe we could do another podcast in like 6 to 12 months and see how everything is then.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, will be cool.
Do you have any advice to entrepreneurs or people who want to start a clothing business like what you're doing?
Yeah. First, for sure, if you want to create your own business, you have to bring something that you were like passionate about it. So it's really hard. For sure, you have a lot of mistakes. It's incredible learning. We are always learning. And also, it's different when we come from corporate, because maybe think that you know like almost everything about the market because you had a lot of experience. But as a small company, starting from zero, it's really different. It's a punch in your ego. Nobody wants to talk to you when you're small. And yeah, because when you work for big companies, people
Hmm.
are seeking you out. So it's really different. And also another tip that I have, it's start and make some tests. You have to prove like you see that a lot of things that you think that is done, you will see that you don't have like the answers. So I have a phrase that I like. It's perfection is the enemy of the good. So good is better than nothing. So
Yeah,
sometimes you have to start because sometimes we are trying to be perfect when we don't start, and the timing of the market is really important as well.
definitely. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you, Mel. Thank you for the opportunity. And I hope you can come in the next event. We can make some partnership. Yeah, so
Mhm.
glad to be here.
Definitely. And for everyone else, please tune into the next episode of the Breakthrough Blueprint.